She called me while I was parked in the lot of a Marriott hotel, 3 states away from everything familiar. The sky was folding into dusk, golden light spilling behind the trees, when her voice sliced through the calm like a shard of broken glass. "I'm divorcing you," she said, her tone as sweet as it was venomous. "Sold the apartment already. Starting over with someone who actually excites me. Good luck finding a new place." Then she laughed, loud, unbothered, like the last 7 years were a casual joke she told too many times. I didn't react. My voice didn't quiver. "All right," I replied, calm as still water. Then I ended the call. We were never perfect. Who is? But I loved her in the kind of way that didn't scream. It was steady, deliberate. I remembered the smallest things. Her exact coffee order, her favorite song when she felt low, even let her sleep in after late nights hosting her friends. She used to look at me like I was the only man that mattered. That gaze, it dimmed over time, like the soft flame of a candle nearing its end. I told myself it was the stress, work, life, us. I blamed myself sometimes. But I was wrong. The signs were there if I had wanted to see them. Her phone, once left face up without concern, was now always locked, gripped like a secret. She laughed too hard at texts she wouldn't show me, hit the gym out of nowhere, worked late too often. And there was a cologne, foreign sharp, not one I ever wore. I watched it all. I logged the changes. I kept my suspicions quiet, even when I found hotel receipts buried in her deleted emails while she was out pretending to do a grocery run. She wasn't a good liar. Her body tensed, her voice cracked in just the wrong places. And when I stumbled on the document confirming the sale of our apartment, I stopped mourning the loss. I started building something new. I didn't rush home. I stayed the extra 2 days on my work trip, shook hands, made deals, smiled like my heart wasn't shattered. My hands never shook. My mind had never been sharper. When I did return, she was there. Barefoot, sipping wine, standing in what used to be our shared life, now an empty shell of a home. "You're early," she smirked, cocky like she'd already won. I said nothing. Dropped my bag. Took in the bare walls. The echo of the room where our couch used to be. The hoodie on the kitchen chair. Her new guys. A logo from some upscale gym I'd never stepped foot in. "Missed the place," I said. Her face faltered. Not much, just a second. But I saw it. The crack. The first one. What she never realized was that I'd bought the apartment in full, quietly, in my name only months ago. She thought she'd con me into signing it away through her lawyer friend. But I had those forged documents reviewed and voided before they even made it into a courthouse. She never asked about my inheritance. Never knew I'd come into 7 figures after my uncle's sudden passing. So when she walked out with her boxes, she left behind a legal ghost. No claim, no rights, nothing. I changed the locks that same night. Let her believe she'd won. She moved into a shiny loft with her new partner, who co-signed the lease. They splurged on new furniture. She even quit her job. Claimed she was chasing self-discovery. I found her instead. Hired a private investigator. Quiet, thorough, discreet. Paid in cash. Within days, I had the whole story. Her boyfriend had more secrets than she did. 2 other girlfriends, one of whom was married to his boss. I sent out the proof anonymously. Photos, timelines, screenshots. Sent it to everyone. Her, his boss, the other women. Then I sat in a cafe across the street from her building and watched the world burn. I saw the lamp shatter against the window. Heard the shouting rise like a storm from 6 floors up. She never knew her name was still tied to an old joint investment account. She also didn't know I'd cleared it out 6 months ago. Every dollar. Gone the day after she laughed at me over the phone. When she finally filed for divorce, there was nothing left to take. She tried for alimony. Claimed emotional damage. Said she'd sacrificed her career for the relationship. I filed a counterclaim. I had everything. Texts, emails, the fake sale, video footage of her and her boyfriend staging the apartment for photos while I was out of town. The judge didn't ask a single question before tossing her case. She left the courtroom not triumphant, not laughing. She left with empty hands and a stare that didn't focus on anything in particular. A month later, I ran into her at the grocery store. She looked thinner, worn down, like life had pressed too hard on her shoulders. Her mouth parted as if she might say something. Maybe a sorry, maybe a question. I didn't give her the chance. I walked past like she was nobody. No words. No acknowledgement. She didn't deserve either. People think revenge is fire and rage, screaming matches and shattered windows. They're wrong. True revenge is cold. It's silent. It's watching someone you once loved dig their own grave while you patiently hand them the shovel. She thought she left me with nothing. But I still had the one thing she never managed to hold on to, control. The apartment is mine now. Quiet. Steady. Clean. I wake up without the smell of her perfume on the pillows. Without the heaviness of unspoken lies hovering over breakfast. I'm not angry anymore. I'm free. She laughed when she left. She's not laughing now.